In atomic force microscopy analysis, root mean square value is the key parameter to describe AFM images. Smaller RMS value means that the surface is smooth and compact, while larger RMS value means that the surface is more rough. This RMS value basically shows the variation in altitude. For example, these grains are just like the mountains. So sometimes one mountain has height like this, while another mountain is low in height, another one is moderate, another one is very low. So this RMS value basically shows the variation in this altitude, right? So if the variation is more, this means the surface is more rough. If the variation is less, this means the surface is less rough or more smooth. So this is very important parameter. Another important thing is this vertical bar basically shows that the variation in that altitude. This means that the maximum height of the roughness or this grain height is basically 91.20 nanometer. While scanning electron microscopy analysis, talking about the grains, in most of the case we talk about the grain. This is important parameter. We also talk about general surface morphology, but in most of the cases we are talking about the grain. So if we have larger grain, so it means it's good in quality. If we have smaller grain, so we say that it is not good in quality. So in this case, we have two samples. One is basically the pristine titania, another one is basically the treated titania, and that is we call 6% target titania. Basically, we deposit perovskite on the top of this pristine titania and this modified titania. It is just like this here. This is basically the titania here, and the top of that we just deposit perovskite. In another case, we just modified this titania here with 6% and then we deposit the perovskite. So here we can see that in pristine titania, when we deposit this mixed perovskite, so we can see that there are large number of small grains here. And the grains are basically varying in size here. We see this is very small grain here, and here we have this large grain here. So this means that there is no uniformity here. But what happened when we modified this titania surface and then deposit perovskite? So we can see that the grain size increased significantly. This is the clear indication that the surface morphology improved. You can also say the crystallinity increased here. And we can see that this results basically reflected in AFM analysis here. We can see that the same grains are appearing here. While in this modified film, you can see that the bigger grains are visible here. Here, this means that if we have large grain sizes, this means that the grain boundaries are decreases, and because of that, we have more smoothness. So generally, when we talk about the SEM, so we're talking about the grain size, whether the grain is small in size or large in size. Then we talk about the high quality, are poor quality, are inferior quality. And we can also talk about the improved crystallinity. You will talk about that, we talk about in XRD. No, but these all characterization are related. So we can talk about the improved crystallinity. If we have large grain size, this means that the thin film is high in quality, and we can say that improved in crystallinity. While in AFM, we talk about the smoother surface or roughness or root mean square value. So these two parameters we must include when we talk about the AFM. And these three parameters we must include when we talk about the SEM. Here we have the contact angle. This is also important parameter. We can see that the contact angle is higher in this pristine film. This means that the contact angle is higher, means that it contact more with the external water or something. Here the contact angle decreased significantly. This means that it's contact less now, so there is less chances of the moisture entrance, etc. But I will make separate video on the contact angle. This is how SEM and AFM are related with each other. The images I took from, this is the SEM images, and it is published in Nano Micro Letter. This is the title of the paper by Zhou et al. In this paper is basically published under a common license 4.0. This is the link to the license. And by the way, the AFM images I took from the supplementary paper of that article.